What's up, everybody? Hope you all had a good day today. Getting into this episode of GH, this was another good episode. I enjoyed the hell out of this episode. It was another mess. Everything in Port Charles right now is just falling apart. Like it's just messy. Everybody involved in some duplicitous shit, some messy shit. I love it. Um, Anna and Valentine, like, even though they in some mess of their own, they the only ones that seem like they got some peace of mind right now out of everybody. Like, all hell is breaking loose. And they just sitting by the fire, looking all cozy, enjoying their little self, and I love it. Even with everything Anna got going on, like, she on the run. And they still look like they just at peace. Like, even though she a little frantic about trying to find Lucy and stuff like that, Valentine is really her peace. Like, he has become her peace of mind because she is really worried that they're never going to find Lucy. And she's always going to have to be in a run. She can't ever go back to her family. And Valentine really is her peace. Like, he told her, listen, calm down. We're not going to focus on that tonight. It ain't like we're going to find Lucy tonight. So relax. Let's just enjoy the ambiance. Because they're in the Netherlands. He was like, let's enjoy the ambiance. Let's enjoy this nice fire. You know what I'm saying? He calmed her down. I love it. Um, and he basically told her, he said, listen, I didn't bring you here for no reason. He said, we're close to Amsterdam. And there's a dude that Victor used to have some dealings with. So he was like, we gonna go to him later or the next day or whatever. And we gonna talk to him, see if it could lead us to Lucy. I love it. Valentine is a thinker. He's a planner. Um, and I'm loving him and Anna together. Like the way they were sitting by that fire and he pulled her onto his lap. Like it's the way he did it, like a very manly way. Like, come here. Like he took charge. I love that shit. Because, when somebody do stuff like that, that's how you know y'all into that freaky deaky shit. Like, y'all be having that rough sex. I'm just saying, like, and, they definitely, they ain't waste no time making love on that sofa. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Anna was getting her some on the run or not. She said, "Listen, she got a little dick appointment real quick that she got to do, and I ain't mad at her." Valentine was up. I'm telling you, Valentine was over there on that couch knocking the stuffing out that English muffin. I'm telling you, yeah, I better go ahead. Um, so anyway, moving on from that, Elizabeth Imogene Weber, formerly Baldwin, or still Weber Baldwin, whatever. This whole plan of hers and Nicholas is just falling the fuck apart at the seams. I'm like, Elizabeth, get control. I just feel like Elizabeth is gonna have to take control because I feel like Nicholas is losing all control of this stupid ass plan. Like, mind you, the whole pregnancy plan was, her idea, but I feel like the other part of this plan and stuff, Nicholas is just losing control. He's been losing control before she even lied about her pregnancy. Like, he's been losing control, and I feel like Elizabeth is the one that's gonna have to pick up the pieces and clean this shit up. Because I feel like Nicholas is just all over the place with this plan, and he's losing control. Like, Elizabeth, you're gonna have to shape it up. You're gonna have to get it together because y'all are gonna be looking at some charges once shit really hit the fan. Because the last thing you want is Esme getting loose. That's the last thing you gonna want. Um, they're making some headway in this, so now they pretty much have definitive proof. There's no way that this could be Esme. They did the blood work for Rory and stuff, and he had the snake venom, the poison in him. So now they know this was the hook killer that got him. That's pretty much confirmation. That's all the confirmation they need. And when they looked in his pockets and stuff, well, when Elizabeth took something out of his pocket, it was like this little hoop earring or something like that. And she asked Trina, was it hers? And Trina said no. So she gave it to Dante. He bagged it up and stuff like that. And, he showed it to Jordan. And they think it was Esme. Dante think it's Esme, but Elizabeth blurted out, that's impossible. And Jordan was looking at her like, what the hell that's supposed to mean? She was like, you know something we don't know? Like, what do you know? Why do you think it's impossible? So pretty much they was all comparing notes and stuff like that, feeling like it's impossible for Esme to do this because Cameron don't think it's her. Curtis at this point don't think it's her either, and Elizabeth felt like it wasn't her because Elizabeth know for a fact it couldn't have been Esme because she's locked up at Windermere. But she also made up a good point. When Esme attacked her on the pier, she had ample time to kill her if she wanted to, and she didn't, which is true. And I don't see Esme, not to say Esme couldn't be capable of murder, because I believe she can be. Look who her parents are. But if she was about that murder stuff, she would have did it a long time ago. But long before these hook killings even started, she would have tried to kill somebody. I'm just saying. So I have to agree. I don't think it was her. You know what I'm saying? Well, pretty much we know it ain't her. But everybody trying to figure this out and compare the notes and stuff. And Elizabeth is trying to get her ass over to Windermere because she need to talk to, Nicholas about this. Nicholas sitting over there looked like he was having a bonding moment with Esme when they were looking at the decorated tree with toilet paper and all that mess all over it. They look like they was in, having a little moment and stuff like that over that damn ugly tree. And Elizabeth gonna sit here and ask Nicholas, "Oh, is it possible that Esme could have got out?" Nicholas said, "No, it's impossible. She couldn't have left Windermere. She couldn't have snuck out." And that's my thing. Why the hell would you ask that question? I felt like that was a stupid question to ask because I'm like, for one, Esme is worried about what Nicholas is gonna do to her once that baby's born. So I'm pretty sure if Esme found a way to sneak out, why the hell would she sneak back in? What sense would that make for her? If she snuck out, she would have made a run for it because she knows that if she ever got back in there or got caught, then Nicholas would have made sure she never snuck out again. You know what I'm saying? He would have had maybe 100 guards on her this time and really put her under lock and key and took her out of Port Charles or something. So I doubt she would run the risk of getting free just to turn around and sneak back in. What sense does that make? Of course she didn't sneak out. You know what I mean? Because she pretty much explained to Nicholas what's going on, and she was like, there's no way Esme's the hook killer. So she said this entire time, we sacrificed our personal relationships, made up this big ass lie for nothing pretty much. And I'm like, yeah, for nothing. So now y'all got to figure out a way to clean this shit up. And if I was Elizabeth, I would take control and clean this up myself because I wouldn't trust Nicholas to clean this up. His cleanup just makes shit worse. So I wouldn't do it. I would handle that myself if I was her. Because Nicholas's way of cleaning it up is just disastrous. And Laura was sitting there trying to get answers out of Nicholas and stuff too, because she was like, how the hell did Spencer even get out? He was like, who you think got him out? Victor. So she was asking Nicholas, like, okay, so Spencer told me to talk to you about why he's so angry at you and stuff. What the hell is going on? But he couldn't even answer her because Jordan done called her about Rory and stuff. And my thing is, I think that was a good thing that she got that phone interruption because I'm like, Laura, you do not want to know what is going on with the convoluted mess that is your son's life at the moment. You don't want to know. It would take a long while and a big bottle of scotch for him to explain the mess that he's in right now. So I think it's in Laura's best interest to just leave this alone and let Nicholas and Ava and everybody else deal with this mess, because I think Laura, this would stress her the hell out. Like, listen, nope. This would make Laura's good work with Weight Watchers and everything else just go down the drain. Because I would listen, if I was Laura and I had to deal with all this mess and he told me all the shit that's going on, I would emotionally eat. I would be at the snack bar just eating and drinking liquor. I'm telling you right now, because this is just too much. Like, all of this would make your head spin. It just, nope. Leave it alone. That's what I would do. Let it go, because this ain't even worth it right here. All of this is some mess. Speaking of mess, Jocelyn, I feel so bad for Cameron because some people might say it was in poor taste for him to want to talk to Jocelyn at that moment about what she had to tell him, because she was going to reveal to him everything that's going on, that she didn't want to be with him no more. But of course, they got the call about Rory, so she couldn't tell him. But Cameron felt like now was the good time they could go somewhere in private and she could finish telling him what she had to tell him. She was like, nah, now's not the good time or whatever. So she blew him off the first time. Then when he tried to talk to her, when Dante tried to take her home, she blew him off again. And Spencer asked him, he was like, what the hell's going on with that? And Cam was like, I don't know. I think deep down Cam do know. Or he has a feeling. You know what I'm saying? You got to know something. Like I doubt Cameron is oblivious. Like, you know what I'm saying? Michael done already told you about her run-ins with Dex and stuff like that. And now Dex is popping up at the, the diner and stuff like that, and Jocelyn's name keeps popping up in the middle of the conversation. Put two and two together. 2 plus 2 equal 4. Cameron's not a stupid person. I'm like, deep down, he may act like, he may on the surface act like he don't know. Deep down, he know. You got to know something. Something ain't right. You know what I mean? I think he probably just waiting on her to say it. You know what I'm saying? But she keep dodging him, which makes him feel like, yeah, you really are on some BS right now, and she is. Um, she definitely is. So I feel like Cameron deserved better, and hopefully he gets better. Cause Jocelyn ain't it right about now. I don't like the way she moving. That ain't how you move. So of course, with all this Rory mess going on, Spencer decided that he's not leaving Port Charles, like he planned to. After his, legal commitments are over, he planned on leaving, but now he feel like he's gonna stay. I feel like he's gonna stay for a couple of reasons. One, Trina, as crass as it may sound, she's available now. Rory's out the way. Why the hell not stay? Furthermore, this whole Esme mess, he feels like it's his responsibility to shut Esme down. He feel like, you know what, I'm responsible for her reign of terror. Let me shut it down. But I do agree with Laura. It's like, you're not responsible for other people, and I totally agree. Like, Esme's an adult. Like, she made the choice to do the things that she did. You know what I'm saying? You made the mistake of getting involved with her, but everything else is on her. So I totally agree with that. Like, you can't. I mean, think about it. We all have dealt with somebody that we probably wish we did not, that inflicted some type of pain on somebody or pissed somebody off that we wish that we didn't introduce them to or bring them around, but we can't be blamed for that person's actions. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we all go through it. Maybe not to this extent with Esme, but to a lesser extent for us, because we don't live in that world. But I mean, sometimes in real life, some wild shit can happen. Not like this, but it's still a little wild. Something to the grandchildren one day when they're grown, but not when they're children, but when they're grown. If you feel like opening Pandora's box, but anyway, anywho, um, I feel like this whole Esme thing done ballooned so much. I feel like Spencer just needs to fall back. I feel like this whole thing just ballooned. It just went kapoom, just kabooey. Just let it go, Spencer. Your daddy done fucked it all up. He done dipped his pen all up in there, so let him deal with her. That's that. Esme is no longer Spencer's problem. That's now Nicholas's issue. He made a small problem into a typhoon. So that's on Nicholas at this point. Let him clean that up. You put your focus on Trina. So anyway, moving on from that. That scene with Trina when she found out Rory died, the way Curtis was standing behind her when they were at the nurses station. Like, they were in front of the nurses station. Curtis was standing right behind her. The way she just said no, 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 and backed up into Curtis, and he had to literally like stop her, like, because she kept backing up into him. That was a real ass scene right there. I like that. I was like, yo, that felt like some real emotion. Like, you felt like you was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you felt it. Kudos to the actors and actresses, man, with these storylines, because they are definitely killing it. Like, she murdered that. The actress that played Trina, she murdered that. And, that was so much raw fucking emotion. You know what I'm saying? I know it was also a lot of guilt there, because she felt like she should have told him she loved him back. But I do agree with Jocelyn on that. It's like, you weren't ready to say that. And in my opinion, you shouldn't say something to somebody that you don't mean just to placate them or whatever. And I don't feel like Trina was ever gonna say I love you to him, because it just wasn't there for her. You know what I'm saying? It just was not there. But at least he died knowing that she cared about him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had no regrets. So that's what's important. But it sucks though. I feel like Rory could have been a good fleshed out character. He could have been good for the PCPD, seeing him rise up the ranks. The PCPD ain't got a good track record with their cops. They ain't got a good track record. They cops be either getting fired or dying. I'm like, listen. Any new cop that they get, listen, I would resign. I wouldn't even join that damn department. Cause I'm like, y'all just dropping. Um, but that was a sad scene watching her go see Rory for the last time. Cause I know Portia did not want her to go in there because she was like, listen, she tried to protect her because she was like, she didn't want her last image of him to be that. You know what I'm saying? Like just him in there, laid out like that. But she had to do it. It was closure for her. She had to do it. Um. So anyway, moving on from that, Ava. I love when Ava's in bitch mode. I love it. Like she still got that damn confession video that Nicholas shot, and she called Victor ass right on over to the gallery. She said, "Bring your ass," because she played it for him over the phone, and Victor was like, "What the hell is going on?" He looked so annoyed with her. He said, "What is the meaning of all this? Like, what is going on? Get to the point." Ava was like, "Shit." She was like, "I still got Nicholas' confession video and stuff." And she broke it down to him about the whole Elizabeth and the pregnancy and all this mess. And Victor was shocked. He said, "Bitch, what?" um, so Ava pretty much got to the point because Victor told her, he said, "Listen, because she threatened to use the video in divorce court." And Victor kind of wasn't fazed by it because he was like, one, Esme's alive. Two, if you use that, it's going to be used as a weapon against yourself because it's going to implicate you in throwing her ass over the parapet. Ava didn't care because Ava said at the end of the day, that may be true, but it's going to shine a light on your duplicitous ass family. And that's something Victor don't need. He don't need the public knowing all their asinine misdeeds. He don't need that. Especially when he got other stuff going on and there's an investigation into him as it is. This is the last thing you need. And with the stupid ass plan Nicholas currently got going on, that's the last thing he need is for that public little information to come out. That's that his life already spiraling with all this mess, so that's the last thing you need. So, Victor was willing to play ball with Ava. He said, "All right, what you want to make this to shut you up? What you want?" So she showed him the divorce papers and the amount that Nicholas wanted to give her, and she said, "I think you could do better. You could sweeten the pot better than this." And so Victor was like, "All right, cool. You want more money? I got you." I'm not mad at Ava on that. I say, Ava, get your motherfucking money. I'm not mad at that. I hope she don't stop there though, but get your money while you can. I'm just saying, like, Ava definitely got her own, but shit, I'd rather spend somebody else's too. I'm not mad at that. Get every dime you could get. Shit, hopefully it's a huge number too. I would have said at least like 100 mil, something like that. Like I would have got that Juanita Jordan divorce settlement. Y'all know Michael Jordan ex-wife? She got like 168 million in their settlement. I would have got some shit like that. And some Cassadine stock. I'm just saying. Get what you can, bleed them dry. Get your coin. But I really hope Ava don't go back to Nicholas. I really hope she don't. I got a feeling they're gonna try that, but I hope she don't. Cause I feel like she's better off without him. That ship has sailed, honestly. So anyway, this was a pretty good episode. Hit the comment section, let me know what you all thought. And I will see you all later. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you all Monday. Peace.